Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and you are watching Poland Daily Culture. And with me here is an author of many books, Grzegorz Kapla. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And sir, we met on a trip to Georgia, on a beautiful land. It was a journalistic trip where we had an opportunity to see landscapes, places, and
meet politics.
And meet many politicians as well, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. But you accept the fact you were the person on your right place in the right time because you're an author of a book about Georgia.
Yeah, about Georgian mountains. So that was my point. To see the mountains, the high mountains, and on those trip which we met together, we just stay in lowlands and we
didn't have this opportunity to go up.
Yeah, it's far away. Georgia is a small country, but roads are difficult to pass because of the road conditions, and so we stayed close to only one highway they've got. But if you would like to go to the mountains, it takes time, so we haven't got enough time.
Of course, to go up. And in your book, you talk more about it. And but you start with this. I mean, it was a beautiful myth, or I mean, I would say, story of God giving this land to Georgia.
I like Georgians. I like Georgians' culture and what they thinking about their land is also fascinating, because they've got this story that when God created the earth and universe, so people of every tribe, every culture stayed in Cueva and asking God to give them their own piece of the land or island. Some would like to live close to the ocean, the other in the mountains, some even on the desert or in the jungle. But Georgians, they were just celebrating because they invited wine. So there was no time for them to Cueva. And on the end, they understood that it's too late, that all the land is cut for their pieces, there are borders, the people are living in their own places. But God heard them celebrating and liked them, so he gave them his own land. So they've got the best land in the whole planet.
Which the God prepared for himself.
Yeah. So God get the land and the company, so they're thinking those way. Yeah.
Okay, they're thinking basically that they are living there with God, yes?
Yeah.
They're very religious, are they not? There are many churches there.
Their culture is really old. That was one of the first Christian kingdoms in the world, and they survived. They're a bit like a Jewish. Jewish also can survive thousands of years.
Without incorporating other cultures and staying with their religion. Yes.
And during the wars, because Georgia was always a land of war. The Persian, Turkish, Russia, communist, everybody would like to get this peace for himself. So they are warriors, and they survived with the culture, and they survived as themselves. So there's no chance. They always the same. If they tell you that they like you, it will be forever. So it's a good land to get the friends.
They seem very open for people, especially, like I would say, even showering you with presents, with dinners, with dishes, with their hospitality.
Yeah, because they still thinking that if you coming to their home, it means that God comes to them. So they really thinking those way, and it's for real. It's not just an expression. It's deep in their soul. So I really like that, because in every country you can hear those expressions, but it's not everybody's truthful with it. But Georgians, they are.
And that's why there's a lot of dishes, great dinners, and a lot of toast. Could you tell us a little bit about the Georgian toast? Because that I would say
it's an art. So the tamada, the guy who operates the supra means the dinner, it's not just eating and drinking, it's a celebration. So in the ancient time, the first toast was only for the god, because God, Lord, created us and the land and helped us to be together, and He gave us the opportunity to meet, and so it was for Him. Then there are, in any valley, there were different toasts, but it was always a story. So it has to be personal. It has to get meaning. It's not just na zdrowie and we're drinking. And the last toast is for the tamada, the guy who operates the supra, and it's the end. So if you're feeling that it have to end because it's too late or something, or you drink too much, you always taking the toast for tamada, and that's the sign to ending the party.
So they always say it's a game over.
Yeah.
And then you fortunately, at least you...
Sometimes it's helpful. My friend Tomasz Tomaszewski, the best Polish photographer, famous of this book of Last Polish Jewish. So he was photographing Georgia on the beginning of 90s, and he's got this adventure during the winter. They were under the avalanche with the car, so the Georgians helped them, but it was. So the supra was needed, so they have to celebrate, but they would like to go to the hospital. So he stopped the ceremony just to go to hospital.
That's a good excuse, even for the Georgians. And to you, the viewers of Poland Daily, I hope that this is already a good invitation for you to come to Georgia and, of course, to read the book of Grzegorz Kapla about Georgia, which is truly very interesting. And stay with us for another episode.